Welcome to the course on Mastering Dialogues in English Restaurants. I'm thrilled to have you here. This journey will help you communicate confidently when dining out, whether you're ordering food, resolving any issues, or wrapping up your meal just like a native speaker. To get the most out of this course, I encourage you to follow the slides carefully. Each slide builds on the last, so paying attention will really help you connect the dots. Take notes on the important points. Jotting down key phrases and vocabulary will aid your memory and understanding. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to review the content again. Repetition is a powerful tool for learning. Throughout this course, we will explore essential vocabulary, key phrases, and practical dialogues that you'll encounter in real restaurant situations. By the end of our time together, you will have the skills to navigate any restaurant experience with ease and confidence. Imagine being able to walk into a restaurant, place your order, and handle any questions from the staff without hesitation. As we progress, you will not only learn how to ask for what you want, but also how to express your needs and preferences. This will empower you to enjoy dining experiences to the fullest. So, get ready to dive in and discover how exciting it can be to communicate effectively in English while enjoying delicious meals. Let's begin this adventure together, and I assure you, by the end of this course, you will master the art of dining in English. Continuing our course, let's explore why learning to order food in English is so vital. First, think about the joy of traveling. Imagine stepping into a restaurant in a foreign country eager to taste the local cuisine. Having the ability to communicate your needs in English allows you to navigate menus and interact with staff confidently. It opens up a world of culinary experiences, letting you explore different cultures through their food without feeling lost in translation. Notice how this skill boosts your social confidence too. When you're comfortable ordering food in English, not only do you feel more secure in everyday situations, but it also enhances your interactions in professional settings. Picture yourself at a business lunch, where ordering the right dish can make a lasting impression. Being able to articulate your preferences shows that you are engaged and respectful of the dining experience. It's interesting to observe that mastering this skill doesn't just stop at restaurants. It creates opportunities for new experiences, allowing you to enjoy global gastronomy without any language barriers. Whether it's trying out a new cafe, attending a food festival, or even making international friends, the ability to communicate effectively enriches your life in numerous ways. As we move forward, we will dive deeper into the basics of placing an order, focusing on essential vocabulary and key phrases. With this knowledge, you will be well on your way to feeling at home in any restaurant setting. So, let's get ready to build that foundational vocabulary that will serve you in countless dining situations. Moving forward in our journey, we now enter Chapter 1, where we will focus on the basics of placing an order. This is an essential step in becoming comfortable in any English-speaking restaurant. Remember how we talked about the importance of being confident when ordering food? Well, having the right vocabulary and key phrases will lay the groundwork for that confidence. Let's think about what you need when you walk into a restaurant. First, you'll want to know the essential vocabulary related to food and drinks. Imagine looking at a menu and being able to understand what each dish is. This understanding not only helps you make informed choices, but also allows you to ask questions if something is unclear. For example, knowing the difference between appetizers and main courses will guide your ordering process and ensure you enjoy your meal fully. Next, we will explore some key phrases that will empower you to communicate effectively with the staff. Simple expressions like, "I would like," or "Could I have?" are crucial. These phrases not only help you get what you want, but also create a friendly interaction with the server. Notice how using polite language can make a big difference in your dining experience. It shows respect and can lead to better service. As we delve into this vocabulary and these phrases, think about how they will apply in real-life situations. Picture yourself confidently ordering a delicious meal, or even asking for recommendations. This foundational knowledge will be your toolkit for navigating any English-speaking restaurant with ease. In the next slide, we will dive deeper into the essential vocabulary for food and drinks, enhancing your ability to make the perfect choices. Let's get ready to expand your culinary vocabulary. Now that we've laid the groundwork for placing an order, let's dive into essential vocabulary for foods and drinks. This vocabulary will act as your guide when scanning a menu or chatting with your server. First, let's talk about appetizers. These are the dishes you might enjoy before your main course, such as soup, salad, or even breadsticks. Imagine walking into a restaurant and being able to confidently ask for a refreshing salad or a warm bowl of soup. Knowing these terms helps you express your choices clearly. Next, we have the main courses. Here, you'll find options like steak, chicken, and pasta. Think about your favorite dish. Being able to name it in English makes ordering a lot easier. Picture yourself sitting at a table and the server asks for your main course preference. You can simply say, "I would like the steak, please," making the interaction smooth and enjoyable. Then we can't forget about desserts. After a satisfying meal, you might want something sweet. Knowing terms like cake, ice cream, and fruit salad allows you to end your dining experience on a delicious note. It's interesting to observe how desserts can often be the highlight of a meal, creating lasting memories. Finally, let's look at drinks. Whether you prefer water, juice, soda, coffee, or tea, knowing these options ensures you stay hydrated and satisfied throughout your meal. Imagine the satisfaction of ordering your favorite drink effortlessly. As we explore this vocabulary, think about how it will empower you to make informed choices and communicate your preferences effectively. In the next slide, we will introduce key phrases for ordering, building on this vocabulary to enhance your dining experience even further. So, let's get ready to practice those essential phrases that will make you feel confident at any restaurant. Continuing our journey, let's focus on key phrases for ordering, which will be instrumental in helping you communicate effectively with restaurant staff. Remember the essential vocabulary we just discussed? Now it's time to put that knowledge into practice with phrases that will make ordering feel natural and straightforward. First, imagine being greeted by your server. You might hear them say, "Hello, can I help you?" This simple phrase opens the door for a pleasant interaction. It's a friendly way to start your dining experience. Responding with confidence, you can say, "Yes, I'd like to have lunch, please." This phrase not only conveys your intention, but also sets a positive tone for the rest of your meal. Now, what if you need to see the menu? It's completely normal to want to look at the options before making a decision. You can politely ask, "Could I see the menu, please?" This shows that you are engaged and interested in what the restaurant has to offer. As you browse the menu, you may find a dish that catches your eye. When you're ready to order, you can say, "I'd like a, please." This structure is clear and direct, making it easy for the server to understand your choice. Notice how these phrases create a smooth flow of communication. They help you express your desires while also respecting the server's role. It's interesting to see how using polite language can enhance your dining experience, making it enjoyable for both you and the staff. As we move on to the next slide, we will explore a simple dialogue that incorporates these phrases. This will give you a practical example of how to use what you've learned in real-life situations. So, let's get ready to see these phrases in action. Moving forward in our journey, let's take a look at a simple dialogue that illustrates how to apply the phrases we've just learned when ordering lunch. This dialogue will serve as a practical example, bringing together the vocabulary and expressions we've discussed, making them come alive in a real dining scenario. Imagine you're seated at a cozy restaurant and the server approaches you with a warm smile, saying, "Hello, can I help you?" This friendly greeting sets a welcoming atmosphere. You can respond confidently, "Yes, I'd like to have lunch, please." Notice how this phrase clearly communicates your intention while maintaining a polite tone. As the server continues the conversation, they ask, "Would you like an appetizer?" This is a common question, giving you the chance to enhance your meal experience. You might think back to our vocabulary lesson on appetizers, and you can easily reply, "Yes, I'd like a bowl of chicken soup, please." This response sure shows your understanding of the menu and your ability to make a choice. Next, you can follow up with your main course by saying, "I'd like a grilled cheese sandwich." This is a straightforward way to express what you want and keeps the ordering process smooth. Each phrase you use not only conveys your choices, but also builds a rapport with the server, making the interaction more enjoyable. It's interesting to observe how even a simple lunch ordering dialogue can be filled with opportunities for connection and communication. As we move to the next slide, we will explore how to handle questions from the server and make specific requests, further enhancing your dining skills. Let's continue to build on this foundation and prepare for the next steps in our culinary journey. Now that we've explored how to confidently place an order, let's delve into Chapter 2, where we'll focus on details and options. This chapter is all about how to handle questions from the server and make more specific requests, tailoring your order to fit your personal preferences. Imagine you're at the restaurant, and after you've placed your initial order, the server asks, "Would you like something to drink?" This is a common question that allows you to enhance your meal. You might think about how refreshing a cold drink can be on a warm day, or how a cozy cup of tea can complement your meal. Being able to respond with, "Yes, I'd like a lemonade, please," or "I'll have a coffee," shows that you're engaged and ready to enjoy your dining experience. Notice that servers often ask about preferences when it comes to food. For instance, they might say, "How would you like your steak cooked?" This gives you the chance to express your preference, whether you enjoy it rare, medium, or well done. By knowing how to answer these types of questions, you ensure that your meal matches your tastes perfectly. It's interesting to see how these interactions not only help you get what you want, but also involve a back-and-forth conversation that makes dining more enjoyable. Imagine how satisfying it is to customize your meal, perhaps saying, "I'd like my burger without onions, please." This level of detail reflects your choices and can lead to a better overall experience. As we continue to build on these skills, in the next slide, we will discuss common questions that servers ask, giving you even more tools to navigate your dining experience effectively. Let's keep moving forward and enhance your ability to communicate in these everyday situations. Continuing our course, let's now focus on some common questions that servers often ask during your dining experience. These questions are designed to guide you through the menu and help you make the most of your meal. Understanding them will enhance your ability to communicate effectively and feel more at ease. Imagine you've just placed your order and the server smiles and asks, "Would you like something to drink?" This question is a fantastic opportunity to complement your meal. You can respond with something like, "Yes, I'd like a lemonade, please." Notice how this simple exchange not only shows your preferences, but also keeps the conversation flowing. Another common question you might hear is, "How would you like your steak?" This gives you a chance to express your preference for how you want your meat cooked. You can choose from options like rare, medium, or well done. It's interesting to observe how these specifics can really make a difference in your dining experience. Choosing a perfectly cooked steak can enhance your enjoyment of the meal significantly. Additionally, the server might ask, "Anything else for you?" This is a great moment to think about whether you might want an appetizer or dessert. You could say, "Actually, I'd love to add a side salad." This type of interaction encourages you to customize your meal and ensures you leave satisfied. As we move forward, we'll dive deeper into how to make specific requests when ordering. By mastering these common questions from servers, you'll feel more confident and prepared for your next dining experience. Let's keep building on these skills and get ready for the next steps. Moving forward in our journey, let's explore how to make specific requests when ordering at a restaurant. This is an essential skill that allows you to customize your meal to fit your preferences and needs. As we've seen in the previous slides, effective communication not only enhances your dining experience, but also builds a connection with the server. Now, imagine sitting at a restaurant and feeling confident as you place your order. You might start with, "I'd like a glass of Coca-Cola, please." This straightforward phrase clearly communicates your choice and ensures you get exactly what you want. Notice how using polite language, like "please," makes your request sound friendly and respectful. Another important aspect of ordering is requesting something additional, like water. You can say, "Could I have some water, please?" This simple sentence helps you stay hydrated while enjoying your meal. It's interesting to observe that asking for extra items doesn't just satisfy your needs, but also shows that you're engaged in the dining experience. Let's also consider dietary restrictions. For example, if you prefer a salad without dressing, you can politely ask, "Is it possible to have the salad without dressing?" This kind of request not only reflects your personal taste, but also ensures your meal is exactly how you like it. Furthermore, if you have allergies, it's crucial to communicate that clearly. You might say, "I'm allergic to nuts. Does this dish contain nuts?" This question prioritizes your safety and helps you enjoy your meal without worry. As we continue to build on these skills, the next slide will present a dialogue that illustrates how to ask for drinks and other details during your order. Let's keep enhancing our ability to communicate effectively in these dining situations. Moving forward in our journey, let's look at a practical dialogue that showcases how to ask for drinks and handle details during your order. This example will help you see how to apply what we've learned about making specific requests and responding to the server's questions. Imagine you're at a restaurant and the server approaches you with a friendly smile, asking, "Would you like something to drink?" This is a great moment to express your choice. You might respond, "Yes, I'd like a glass of Coca-Cola, please." This simple request shows your preference clearly. However, what if the server replies, "A Pepsi would be fine. We don't have Coca-Cola." This is a common scenario, and it's important how you respond. Instead of feeling disappointed, you can say, "That would be fine." Notice how this phrase is polite and shows you're flexible about the drink choice. It's interesting to observe how being adaptable can enhance your dining experience. Now, let's add another layer to this interaction. After confirming your drink, you might want to think about the next step. You can ask, "And can I get the bill after, please?" This shows you're ready to wrap up your meal while still enjoying your drink. This dialogue illustrates the importance of clear communication and being open to suggestions. As we continue, you'll see how these interactions play out in various dining situations, building on your confidence and preparation. In the next slide, we'll dive into common phrases for asking for the bill, which is essential for completing your restaurant experience. Let's keep building these skills together. Now that we've covered how to handle drink orders and communicate your preferences clearly, let's move forward in our journey to explore common situations you might encounter in a restaurant, along with effective solutions. This is Chapter 3, and it's all about asking for the bill, paying in different ways, and dealing with unexpected events, such as allergies or mistakes with your order. Imagine you've finished your meal and you're ready to wrap things up. A simple way to ask for the bill is to say, "Could I have the bill, please?" This polite request signals to the server that you're ready to settle up. Alternatively, you might say, "Can I get the check, please?" Both phrases work well and are widely understood. Now, let's consider how you might want to pay. Some restaurants may offer different options, like cash, credit cards, or even mobile payments. It's interesting to see how each payment method has its own advantages. For example, paying with a credit card can be quick and convenient, especially if you're in a hurry. However, what if something goes wrong? Imagine you receive the wrong dish or realize there's an ingredient you're allergic to. In such cases, it's important to communicate clearly and calmly. You might say, "I'm sorry, but I ordered the chicken, not the fish." Or, "Excuse me, I have a nut allergy. Does this dish contain nuts?" This kind of direct communication helps resolve issues effectively and ensures your dining experience remains enjoyable. As we continue to build your confidence in these dining scenarios, the next slide will provide you with specific phrases for asking for the bill and handling any problems that may arise. Let's keep enhancing your skills for a smooth dining experience. Continuing our course, let's now focus on how to ask for the bill, a vital part of your dining experience. Once you've enjoyed your meal, it's important to know how to signal that you're ready to settle up. A polite way to do this is by saying, "Could I have the bill, please?" This straightforward request is clear and respectful, making it easy for the server to understand your intention. Alternatively, you might choose to say, "Can I get the check, please?" Both phrases are commonly used in English-speaking restaurants, so you can feel confident using either one. Notice how using polite language not only makes your request sound friendly, but also fosters a positive interaction with the server. Now, let's consider payment options. After receiving the bill, you may want to ask, "Can I pay by credit card?" This is a common question, especially if you prefer not to carry cash. Many places accept credit cards, making transactions quick and convenient. But what if you do have cash? In that case, you can simply ask, "Do you accept cash?" This is a great way to ensure you have the right payment method for the situation. It's interesting to see how being prepared with these phrases can make the end of your meal smooth and stress-free. As you practice these requests, think about how they fit into the overall dining experience we've been discussing. Each interaction, from ordering to paying, builds your confidence and enhances your ability to communicate effectively. In our next slide, we'll dive into handling problems that might arise during your meal, ensuring you know how to address any issues calmly and clearly. Let's keep enhancing your skills together. Now that we've discussed how to ask for the bill and handle the payment smoothly, let's move forward in our journey to address a vital topic: dealing with problems that may arise during your dining experience. Sometimes, things don't go as planned, and it's essential to know how to communicate effectively in those situations. Imagine you're enjoying your meal, and when your food arrives, you realize it's not what you ordered. In such a case, you can politely say, "Excuse me, this is not what I ordered." This phrase is straightforward and respectful, helping the server understand your concern without creating tension. Or perhaps you find that your food is cold when it arrives at the table. A simple way to address this is by saying, "My food is cold. Could you warm it up, please?" This approach clearly states the issue while remaining courteous, which can encourage a quick and positive response from the staff. Another common problem might be an error on the bill. If you notice something doesn't add up, you might say, "There seems to be a mistake with the bill." This phrase is useful because it's non-confrontational and opens the door for the server to investigate the issue without feeling defensive. Notice how using polite language in these situations not only helps you express your needs, but also fosters a respectful interaction with the staff. It's interesting to observe how maintaining a calm demeanor can lead to better outcomes. As we continue, we will look at how to ask about allergies and ingredients in your food, which is an important aspect of dining safely. Let's keep building these essential communication skills together. Moving forward in our journey, let's delve into an essential topic: asking about allergies and ingredients in your food. As we discussed in the previous slides, clear communication is key when dining out, and this is especially true when it comes to food safety. Imagine sitting down at a restaurant, excited about the menu options, but you know you have specific dietary needs. It's important to prioritize your safety by asking the right questions. A simple yet effective question to start with is, "What are the ingredients in this dish?" This inquiry allows you to understand exactly what you're about to eat and helps you avoid any unwanted surprises. Now, if you have specific allergies or intolerances, it's crucial to communicate them up front. For instance, if you're concerned about dairy or gluten, you might ask, "Does this contain dairy or gluten?" This not only informs the server of your dietary restrictions, but also gives them the chance to suggest alternatives if necessary. For those with severe allergies, like a nut allergy, it's vital to be clear and direct. You can say, "I have a severe allergy to nuts." This statement alerts the staff to take extra precautions with your meal preparation and ensures your safety. Always remember to mention your allergies before ordering, as this can make a significant difference in how your food is handled in the kitchen. Notice how these straightforward questions can empower you to enjoy your meal without worry. By being proactive and clear about your needs, you're not just protecting yourself, but also enhancing your overall dining experience. In the next slide, we'll explore a dialogue example that involves asking for the bill while handling any potential issues that might arise. Let's continue to build your confidence in navigating these restaurant scenarios together. Continuing our course, let's explore a practical dialogue that illustrates how to ask for the bill while also managing a small problem that can occur during your dining experience. This scenario will help you see how the phrases we've learned can be applied in real-life situations. Imagine Kim at a restaurant. After finishing her meal, she calls the waiter and says, "Could I have the bill, please?" The waiter responds promptly, "Certainly. Here you are." This exchange shows the polite request we've discussed, making it clear that Kim is ready to settle up. Now, here's where a common issue arises. Kim realizes she doesn't have her glasses with her, which makes it difficult to see the bill. She asks, "How much is the lunch?" This is a great example of how to communicate a problem in a simple and effective way. The waiter replies, "It's $6.75, providing the information Kim needs without any fuss. Once she knows the total, Kim confidently says, "Here you go. Thank you very much," as she hands over the payment. Notice how she maintains politeness throughout the interaction, which contributes to a friendly atmosphere. The waiter responds with, "You're welcome. Have a nice day." This closing remark not only shows good customer service, but also reinforces the positive interaction between Kim and the staff. This dialogue illustrates the importance of clear communication and polite interactions, especially when facing minor challenges like not being able to see the bill. As we move forward, we'll delve into tips for practicing your English in everyday situations, helping you build both confidence and fluency. Let's keep going. Now that we've explored how to navigate potential problems and communicate effectively during your dining experiences, let's dive into a crucial aspect of mastering English in restaurants: practice and confidence. This chapter will provide you with effective strategies to enhance your listening comprehension and practice dialogues in real and simulated situations. Imagine you're sitting in a cafe and you want to order something off the menu. It can feel intimidating, especially if you're not confident in your language skills. However, practice is key. One effective method is to role-play with a friend or family member. You can take turns being the customer and the waiter, using the phrases and vocabulary we've learned throughout this course. This not only helps you familiarize yourself with the dialogue, but also builds your confidence in using English in real-life scenarios. Another helpful strategy is to listen to English conversations in movies or shows. Notice how characters interact in restaurants. You'll see how they ask for the bill, order food, and handle different situations. Watching with subtitles can reinforce your understanding and help you pick up new phrases. It's interesting to observe how natural the conversations flow, and trying to mimic that can improve your speaking skills. Additionally, practicing in simulated environments, like language exchange meetups or online platforms, can be beneficial. Engaging with others who are learning can create a supportive atmosphere where everyone is focused on improving together. As we move forward, we'll discuss practical tips for using movies and series to boost your English skills even further. These strategies will not only prepare you for your next meal in English, but also make the learning process enjoyable. Let's keep building that confidence together. Moving forward in our journey, let's explore some practical tips that can significantly enhance your English skills, especially when it comes to navigating restaurant situations. We've already discussed the importance of practice and confidence, and now we'll look at specific strategies to make that practice effective and enjoyable. One great method is to watch movies and series in English using subtitles. This approach allows you to connect spoken language with written text. Notice how characters order food or interact in dining settings, By following along with subtitles, you can grasp the flow of conversation and pick up new vocabulary. It's fascinating to observe how different cultures approach dining, and this exposure can make your learning more relatable. Additionally, using apps that offer simulated dialogues is highly beneficial. These tools often incorporate spaced repetition, helping you reinforce what you've learned over time. Imagine practicing ordering your favorite dish or asking about ingredients right from your phone. This convenience allows you to practice anytime and anywhere, making it easier to integrate learning into your daily life. Another effective strategy is studying in pairs. Practicing with friends can turn learning into a fun activity. You can role-play various restaurant scenarios, taking turns as the customer and the waiter. This interactive approach not only increases your fluency, but also builds your confidence as you get comfortable with real-life conversations. Finally, don't hesitate to read aloud the dialogues we've discussed in this course. Speaking them out loud not only enhances your pronunciation, but also helps solidify your understanding of sentence structure. By engaging in these activities, you'll be well on your way to mastering restaurant dialogue in English. In our next slide, we'll dive into the importance of listening comprehension, which is just as crucial as speaking. Now that we've discussed practical tips for practice and confidence, let's focus on another essential skill: listening comprehension. Listening is just as important as speaking when you're navigating conversations in English, especially in restaurants. If you can understand what others are saying, it will make your interactions smoother and more enjoyable. To train your ear, consider incorporating podcasts and videos into your routine. Listening to real dialogues from restaurants can help you get used to the natural rhythm of speech. For example, think about how different people order food or ask questions. You might notice some phrases are spoken quickly, while others are more deliberate. This exposure will not only help you recognize familiar phrases, but also improve your overall understanding of spoken English. Another key aspect to pay attention to is pronunciation and intonation. Notice how questions often rise in tone at the end, while statements generally fall. This subtlety can change the meaning of what someone is saying, so being aware of it can help you respond appropriately. Imagine a waiter asking, "Would you like to try our special today?" The upward inflection indicates a question, inviting you to engage. A practical exercise you can try is transcribing what you hear. As you listen to a dialogue, jot down the words you catch. This activity reinforces vocabulary and grammar, making the language stick in your mind. It's interesting to see how much you can capture, and it can reveal areas where you might need more practice. As we prepare for our next slide, remember that mastering listening skills will significantly enhance your dining experiences in English. Understanding conversations will make you feel more confident and ready to engage in any situation. Let's keep building on this journey together. Continuing our course, let's reflect on a key point. Your next meal in English is going to be a success. You've gathered a wealth of tools and techniques throughout this journey, and now it's time to put them into practice. Think back to all the vocabulary we've covered, the phrases we've practiced, and the dialogues we've explored. You have the foundational skills needed to communicate effectively in a restaurant setting. Isn't it empowering to know that you can confidently order your favorite dish, ask about ingredients, or even handle unexpected situations? Now, picture yourself at a restaurant. You glance at the menu, and instead of feeling nervous, you remember the vocabulary and phrases we've discussed. You can visualize ordering your meal with ease. It's interesting to observe how each conversation becomes an opportunity to reinforce what you've learned. Consider this. Every time you practice, whether it's through role-playing with friends or listening to dialogues, you're not just preparing for a meal. You're building your confidence in using English. This practice transforms what once felt daunting into a familiar routine. As we move to our final slide, think about how you can incorporate these skills into your everyday life. Practicing regularly will not only help you in restaurants, but also improve your overall communication skills in English. Remember, the more you engage with the language, the more comfortable and proficient you'll become. Let's get ready to embrace your culinary journey in English. As we wrap up our course, let's take a moment to reflect on the incredible journey you've embarked on. You've learned essential vocabulary, practiced key phrases, and engaged in meaningful dialogues that will serve you well in any restaurant setting. Remember, the skills you've developed here set the foundation for your success. Now, as you move forward, keep in mind that your culinary adventure in English starts right now. The more you practice, the more fluent you will become. Consistency is crucial. Daily practice transforms vocabulary into fluency. Think about incorporating English into your routine, whether it's by ordering food, speaking with friends, or even just thinking in English as you plan your meals. Don't let the fear of making mistakes hold you back. Each error is a stepping stone toward improvement. Native speakers appreciate your effort and are often encouraging. So, embrace the learning process and view each interaction as an opportunity to grow. Every time you visit a restaurant, consider it a chance to apply what you've learned. Each meal is not just about food, it's a real-world opportunity to practice your English skills. Picture yourself confidently ordering, asking questions, and enjoying the conversation with your waiter or friends. As you step into your next dining experience, carry with you the confidence that you are well prepared. Good luck, enjoy your meal, and keep practicing. Congratulations on completing this course. Your journey continues, and I am excited for all the delicious conversations ahead.